Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is James, and today we're going to be going over some tips and tricks to sniping in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and a quickscoping guide to help you become a better quickscoper. Whether you're new to the game and just trying to learn how to snipe, or already been sniping for a while but just trying to improve your game, this guide will definitely help you and cover everything you'll need to know to become a very good sniper. And with that being said, let's get straight into this. Now before we get any farther, there's some things you need to know and some terms that we need to get down. First off, we have the quickscope, which is quickly scoping into your scope for just about a second and shooting the enemy. Now the difference between a quickscope and a hard scope is in a hard scope you actually stay in your scope for a lot longer, and you see, as in a hard scope you're staying in your scope for a while, where in the quick scope you're only in your scope for about a second or so. We also have a drag scope, which is when you scope in and essentially drag your aim to go to the enemy. Last but not least, we have a hip fire shot, most commonly known as a no scope. Now with that being said, neither one of these are right or wrong. A very good and proficient sniper, or a very strong sniper in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 that can hold his own, or a sniper in any game that is, knows when to use each one of these at the appropriate time. Maybe if the sniper, or the enemy that is coming up close to the person who's sniping, a no scope or maybe a quick scope would work out better. But if he's at a long range of the enemy, it may work better to do a hard scope or try to do a drag scope or something. It's all about placement and knowing what shots to use where the enemy is. Now if you notice yourself missing a lot, especially at close range, one of the things could be is aiming your crosshairs before you actually aim in. Now when you're shooting a normal gun in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 like an SMG or something, you seem to aim down your sights and then adjust your aim to the enemy. At least that's how we do it. But with the sniper, you're going to have to kind of aim before you actually aim, if that makes sense. You're going to have to line up your crosshairs with the enemy as close as possible, so when you quick scope or try to aim in to snipe them, your crosshairs or reticle of the sniper will be already very close to the enemy, so you won't have to adjust your shot too much. A very good sniper can place his shots but also knows when to drag scope. If you find yourself drag scoping on every shot, especially close range, I try to fix up and see where you're placing your shots before you actually aim in. Now sensitivity is a big thing, especially in sniping. Finding a sensitivity that works for you is truly a good key in order to getting your shots on par. Now with that being said, sensitivity is different for everyone. Some people may like a high sensitivity, some people may like a low sensitivity. I generally find myself using a higher sensitivity for sniping just because I need to drag my shots and place them in the right place, and especially you find yourself needing a higher sensitivity up close and a lower sensitivity at a long range. I like to start at 10, and if you notice yourself overshooting your shots, try to work down the sensitivity, start banking it down to 9 and then 8 and then 7. If you notice your shots for the most part aren't lining up all the way and you're finding yourself coming short, I'd recommend, upping your sensitivity one by one until you find something that works for you. I prefer using 13, that's just me. Sometimes I use 14, sometimes I use 12, but for the majority of the time, I tend to use 13. Now, also something that I like to use to give me better aim is control freaks. I notice myself getting a lot better sniper aim, especially with the control freaks, and honestly, my sniper aim has gotten so much better ever since I've gotten the control freaks. A lot of people I know have had pretty good success with them too, and if you're wanting to check them out for yourselves, I'll have a link to them down in the description. I'll also have a link to a video review I did of the control freaks down in the description too, so you can check those out. Another good factor of a good sniper is one who knows the map and knows how to use cover and spawns. A good sniper can use cover and knows where cover is on the map, so he can easily cover himself when shooting enemies. He also knows where enemies are spawning, so he won't find himself being caught from behind. He'll know where the enemies are spawning at all times. This can be done a few different ways just by playing the game overall and getting experience. Over time, you'll start to know where the enemies start to spawn, especially in your game mode, whether you play domination or search. Eventually, over time, you'll start to know all the spawns in the game. Now another big thing I want to touch on is being able to know when to shoot your gun. Don't shoot your gun as you're scoping in or right before you scope in. You want to shoot your gun right after you scope in and right when your crosshairs are on the target. This may take a while to get used to, but over time you'll find yourself getting used to this and knowing exactly when to shoot. But you have to shoot after you scope in, whether you're quick scoping or hard scoping, but if you are no scoping, there's no need to scope in. And with that being said, if you want to improve your quick scoping, sniping, or anything in general, it helps to use the bots or just play with friends. All you gotta do is head over to custom games, put on some bots, and have some fun with the sniper class, and that'll actually help you over time. Practice does make a lot better, but this isn't something you're gonna get over, within a few minutes. It's gonna take a little while to get used to sniping and how quickscoping and all the sniping works in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and it's gonna take a lot of time and practice to improve at sniping. But if you really want to do this and you're motivated to do it and you keep practicing, you'll definitely get a lot better at sniping, and you can easily become a very proficient sniper in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 or any game. Just practice what you're doing and you'll get a lot better at it. And with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see my recommended sniper loadouts, when this video hits 400 likes, I'll upload that. Also, if you're new around here, please subscribe. That's really about it, and have a great day.